Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Sunday, July 19, 2020. Got a lot of updates. Got three sources for some updates. Want to start off with Ghislaine Maxwell, the friend, co-conspirator, madam, some are calling her. Uh, this is a week old, but anyway, last Tuesday she went to court, was denied a $5 million bond, bail due to her ties to foreign countries, citizenships in two other countries, Swiss bank accounts, money totaling maybe $10 million. Also having said passports, other passports. So the judge felt like she is a flight risk. So she is in a jail at the current moment. Her next court appointment trial will not start until next July of 2021. 2021, excuse me. So that is the set information on her. And another source of information I just read, was that when the FBI went to arrest her, they found a cell phone wrapped in aluminum foil. She hid in another room. So this leads one to think Homegirl was not wanting to be arrested, okay? But she also, this is the most interesting part of the storyline, she also, when she went to look at the house that she currently lives in, she used an alias and basically was saying that she was the wife of a British military person, and that the husband was now an author, and she's the wife of this said author, but we now know that is a lie. So it just goes to show you why she didn't need a bond, because if she would lie to purchase a house, and there's a separate entity company that purchased the house, also credit card given to the guard to buy certain things while she is staying in that home. She has private military hired to watch and guard her. Her brother hired some military people, British military, to watch her. It just goes to show you that she could easily disappear, jump on an airplane, they never find her, because the fact that she has purchased a home in New Hampshire, if I'm not mistaken, under an alias, lied to the realtor, home purchased in entities unknown, credit card given to a guard to use to go out and make purchases for her, obviously, just goes to show you that she could easily evade arrest. Okay, that said information was brought to you by CNBC. The next information is by ET Online, and this is pertaining to Tamar Braxton. Many of you may know her and her sisters, and her famous sister, Toni Braxton. They also have a reality show. Well, anyway, she was supposed to have a reality show airing on social media, YouTube, whatever, her and her boyfriend, but it did not air on Thursday as it was supposed to, because there was an alleged suicide attempt where she is now currently in the hospital in stable condition. A friend of hers by the name of Nene Leakes, many of you know her from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she has spoken on her behalf, saying that she will let her speak when she is ready, which I didn't really understand that commentary. She'll let her speak. I don't know if she's trying to say she'll talk when she's ready to talk. That probably would have been the best way to word it. My friend is okay. She's awake, not awake. You understand what I'm saying? She will speak to the public when she is ready to speak. There's always a way of wording things, because sometimes things can be misconstrued when you word things in a way that sounds like you're speaking on behalf of that person. But anyway, Tamar Braxton is in the hospital. Alleged suicide attempt. She's been having issues with the We Network that airs her shows, air her show. And there's been some rambling on social media and text to her family about how she feels she's been mistreated. She doesn't have an identity. Yeah. Well, I'm going to speak on that because I'm a little bit baffled by that. First of all, once you let someone follow you around with a camera and that information is aired to the public, TV shows, social media, whatever, it is now public domain. So once you realize you have been portrayed a certain way, whether you feel like that is you, that is not you, that is not your demeanor, clips of the show, there's only been cuts of the show, scenes, which is so ever, editing, is what I'm trying to say. then bow out. You see, sometimes I think people realize that they're not portrayed in the best light on reality TV, and they bow out. They don't go back for another season. They leave it alone because things come out about their life, their past, their relationships, their work ethic, their work situations, their family dynamic, their own demeanor, everything. And if you see that you don't like the light that you're being portrayed in, then do something about it. You can either continue on with the show if they allow you to be a part of the cast, and or you can bow out and find you something else to do. Tamar is a very high-strung individual. Most of you have seen that who have watched the show, the Braxtons, and she is very opinionated and speaks her mind, very animated, and in my opinion, childish. I don't mean to speak ill of her, but I'm just speaking the truth. That's what I've seen from watching the show. I can't understand why anyone would want to kill themselves because of any type of disagreement they're having with executives, producers of their said TV show. You don't like whatever's in your contract, how they are portraying you. I mean, any type of disagreement you're having with these said people, then speak your mind. And as I said, speak your mind. Worst case scenario, bow out. I wouldn't kill myself. Now, I don't know what she has been going through with the said network. I don't know what she's going through in her personal life with her ex-husband and trying to raise the child, this new boyfriend, what's going on with the two. But I find it odd that she's currently dating someone. He's living there at the said Ritz-Carlton apartment hotel, and have your child with you, and you would go off and take some pills with alcohol and then later found unconscious. And this is what's the said information coming out for ET Online on Thursday evening after 10 p.m. I just think it's weird that a person would get so distraught over dealings with a network, over a reality show or portrayal of the show or whatever was going on, you would take your own life. Now, maybe she has been depressed with numerous things. I don't know because I don't know her, but I'm just speaking personally. I just can't see killing yourself because of something going on with a network. Because as I state, you can always renege and go to them and say, I don't like how this is working out, whether I have a contract with you or not. I don't like this. I don't like what you're trying to make me do or say. Whatever the situation is, why kill yourself? That's where I'm baffled. The next said information is from the source CNN, and this is pertaining to Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and August Alsina. As most of you know, the cat came out of the bag by Mr. Alsina a while ago that he did have an affair with Jada Pinkett Smith. She has now released that said information to confirm that she did have an entanglement with Mr. August Alsina at her Red Table Talk show on Facebook. And she and Will have gone back and forth in the said commentary. I have not viewed the entire video. I don't care to, because to me it's a bunch of BS. But what I'm bringing to you now from Mr. August Alsina's mouth, which is really foul and rank from somebody that's so allegedly sick, he has made a song with Rick Ross and dropped it this weekend called Entanglements, whatever. It's got a few lines about entanglements, means something about tanglement in the sheet, entangled in the sheets. See, this is why I made the video about how stupid this was for him to even come out and say anything about whatever transpired between the two. Because I never said I thought they did it, because I didn't know until she decided to confirm that they did have a relationship. August Alsina, you are foul. You are a foul little fella. Because you see, some may be backing you, supporting you. Oh, I think he did it. Oh, his heart got broke. Oh, first of all, you willingly went into a relationship knowing that the party was married. It does not matter that Jada was separated from Will Smith. If she told you they were separated, if he told you they were separated, it does not matter. The point is, she was married. You went out in public with her to an award show, 2017, BET Awards. I saw the picture yesterday. Your arm is around her waist. Looks foul and rank, considering legally, on paper, she was married. Whether she had physical loving relationship, romantic relationship with her husband. It doesn't matter. She still was married, and still, both of you all were bold to even be out in public. Yeah, I said it. With each other, knowing she was still married. Now, maybe in her mind, she was done with Will. He was done with her. But as you see, she's stating, I now have an unconditional love for my husband due to this situation with August Alsina. All this BS she was spewing about helping August heal. I don't even understand what that means. What does that have to do with you sleeping around with this man? Maybe you were lonely, okay, in your relationship with Will, but going outside the marriage to get with somebody you old enough to be their mother and your child's friend, how the hell is that okay? Yeah, I'm touching base on everything in this video because this is whack to me. August Alsina is foul. You a foul fella for putting that 411 out about her. She was crazy to go on and admit it because you know what? I'd have let you talk because now you've proven that you are a troublemaker. You are a troublemaker. You do like drama. That BS about you nauseous from drama, that's a lie because now you dropped a song about it with Rick Ross. Why? It's bad enough you went and did an interview with a young lady talking about this mess. And I'm sure Jada didn't give you the 411 to go tell her business because she was denying it. Now, she and Will decide to go ahead and let the cat come on out. Part 2, and confirm she had an affair with you. And you got the nerve now to go drop a song about the situation. You can't tell me that's not messy. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on and cuss. That's messy as fuck. Yeah, Queen said it. Excuse my language. That was real messy and vile. For someone to go out and put somebody's business in the street that's married and they're with their husband currently, then they finally come on out and admit that they had the affair with your tired tail. And now after she's admitted it, you don't even let the ink dry on the paper. You come out with a song about it. But yet you don't want the world to judge you. You have people who have turned on you. You've missed music events and money and friendships. But then you would go run your mouth about her. Also throw her husband under the bus to say he gave her permission to mess with you. And then you go make a song shortly after the girl decides to tell the truth that she did have a relationship with you. August Alsina, you a MF. You hear what I'm saying? You a dirty MF. Yeah, I'm saying that. Because there's no way I'm going to sit here in my right mind at 49 and believe you're not messy. You were messy when you went and told her business. And you are messy now for dropping a song about it. Poking fun. And it's bad enough 50 Cent putting his 2 cents in. Messing with Will via messaging. Social media. Making rude and obscene comments about Jada. You see, this is what happens when people run their mouth and they tell things they don't have any business telling the public. And then somebody decides they want to let everybody know what's going on in another person's business. Because you see, it wasn't just your business with Jada. Okay? She had a right to say, hey, yeah, we can come out and tell the world we did this, woo, woo, woo. Why would she want everybody to know she slept around with a man that was old enough to be her son? And she's still married at the time. And although she may not have cared at the time when she was publicly with you, it's messed up nonetheless now. Now everybody can poke fun and take jabs, throw jabs at her because she has come out and admitted to having an affair with you. And I guess now you think this is cute. And my understanding is that you're not well, you're sickly, got some type of liver disease or something going on with your body. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's put it like this. For somebody that's supposed to be so sick and ailing, you sure got a lot of time to be running that mouth and talking about grown folks' business that should have stayed between the sheets. And that's the spoken word. You're a blabbermouth, you talk too much, and you're a child, and you're very insecure with yourself, and you're messy as hell. And you were a child when Jada met you, and you're still a child. And that's the 411 on Last Said Information. So I brought you out 3 different various stories, updates today. CNN for the Jada Pinkett Smith storyline, ET Online for Tamar Braxton story and CNBC for my other ones. I'm getting them all tangled up. But anyway, 3 said storylines. So CNN for this August Alsina, Jada Pinkett Smith, BS. ET Online for Tamar Braxton. CNBC for the Ghislaine Maxwell story. Just a bunch of bull, as you see. And I'm seeing a lot of mischief going on with people. Still a lot of rallies going on pertaining to, Black Lives Matter and brutality with the police. People murdering people, hurting people, fighting, arguing with people in stores. People not still wanting to wear the mask, wanting to, show out. Why? COVID has shown us that nothing is guaranteed. A lot of buffoonery going on in the world. This disease taking people out. It's mutated into another virus. We don't know what this world is going to come to as far as entertainment, sports, work, making money, living, going places, traveling again, going to events, weddings, funerals, all of that. We have no idea. So why don't you all sit down and be still? Treat people with kindness. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And cut out the foolishness, because, as I state, we have a deadly virus still walking around, snuffing out people. And some of you can't be still, and you're still doing crazy stuff, hurting other people, harming other people, saying vile things to people, out of the way, trying to harm people, when life isn't guaranteed anyway, before there was COVID-19. So why don't you try living? Try to get along. Be a better person. I'm praying for everyone right now, because right now I'm seeing some just dirtiness from people, snidiness from people. People just want to wreak havoc, cause problems. But what they don't know is the queen don't have time for them. And I don't mind ghosting you, because that's one thing the queen can do very, very well, is ghost a MF. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it 100. Thanks for joining me. God bless you. Hello, Jean. Hope you're well. Whew, the drama with the neighbor friend. Just keep my friend in your prayers that she's well, because I don't have any way of contacting her. Thanks a lot for everything, Jean Pickett. Justine Hicks, please, honey. That subject matter that you keep worrying me about down below in the comment section, I don't want to get into that on here. When I get said information that is viable to that certain case, I will bring the 411 with that. But I don't have time for buffoonery and crazy hype, because right now I'm not in the mood. And trust me, nobody would want the queen to go ham like she did before. I don't want to be in that space. But I thank you anyway for your commentary. But when I get said information to pertinent cases, I will bring that said information to you guys in relation to that said case, or any case. Thanks for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. And this is Everyday Shenanigans. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.